An estimated 5 million bank accounts have been deactivated across the country for non-compliance with the CBN's directive to register for the bank verification number, BVN. And the Nigerian Stock Exchange is reviewing the delayed filings of Owando PLC 2015 H1 and 2014 full-year results. And the Nigerian Breweries PLC has raised 17.7 billion naira through a commercial paper. The new fund, raised at an interest rate of 12.5% per annum, was a fallout of the brewery giant's 100 billion commercial paper established in 2015. Hello, you are watching BTVA's Business Nigeria, and I am Tunji Andrews. Now, following the expiration of the October 31st, 2015 deadline set by the CBN for bank customers to register and obtain their bank verification numbers, that's the BVN, banks have deactivated an estimated 5 million accounts across the country. Affected customers will be restricted to certain transactions. And also, the Nigerian Stock Exchange is reviewing the delayed filings of Owando PLC's full year 2014 and the half year 2015 results. Now, according to a statement posted on the exchange's website, Owando has been sanctioned for violations of its post-listing obligations in accordance with the applicable rules of the exchange. Now, the exchange has reported the situations to the SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission, and will involve other stakeholders as appropriate. Now, going straight to it, Boyega will be giving us an update of the gainers and losers on the floor of the stock exchange today. Boyega, over to you.
Thanks, Tunji. The NSE All-Share Index dropped for the third consecutive day today by 0.29% to close at 29,052.87% from yesterday's 29,136.85%. The All-Share Index is down for the quarter 6.93% and down for the year 16.17%. Corporate actions that were released today. NASCON released its 9 months ended September 30th, 2015 results, which showed a rise in PBT of 24.71%, and it also showed a growth in PBT of about 1.54%. Now, the leaders in terms of activity, the leaders for the day, surprisingly, we have Owando. Despite the bad news that we've seen, it's dropped about dropped over 42% since the release of the full year results that showed a loss of about a PBT loss of about 171 billion. However, for the first time in 7 trading sessions, we saw a rally in today's session. It actually rallied. This, I'm almost certain, is on the back of bargain hunting. We haven't seen any new news that would likely impact the security positively, but we do believe people are positioning. Also, we've seen a rally in Guinness since the release of its results on October 22nd. Guinness has lost about 13%. For the first time, we saw a rally in its price to about 130. It closed today at 129.93. We also saw a rally in Okomo. Okomo had declined since trading at a high of about 35.72, and it's come off from that. It declined to about 28 naira. It's rallied about 8% over the past 3 trading days, and it's back at above 30 naira. Now, for the laggards, we've seen the worst performers for the day were Ikeja Hotel, Unilever, Cadbury, Burger Paints, Dangote Sugar, Flour Mills, and Total. For Unilever, we've seen it's been down 14.2% since the release of its third quarter results, where we obviously saw that revenues were down 2%, PBT was down 98%. This is the lowest it's traded since about March 25th in 2015, when it was about 34 naira. Now, the question is it going to get lower? We won't know until tomorrow's trading session. The same thing applies to Cadbury. Cadbury traded at 19.15 today, closed at 19.15 today. This is the lowest Cadbury has traded since April 20th in 2012, when it was at 1880. So, are we going to continue? It's been down since the release of its results. We all know that the results were terrible. Is it likely going to continue? I feel at one point it's likely going to bottom out. But the thing is, keep watching this space. Total 2, same thing, down marginally, just 5% today. However, it's trading at its lowest since about August 28th, when it was at 142.50. We haven't seen anything positive regarding these 3 companies for now, but we do expect at some point they will bottom out. And keep watching this space, because we should be able to give you some information regarding whether Owando's going to see some type of resistance above a certain point tomorrow, or Guinness tomorrow.
Thanks for that analysis, Boyega. Now, here are the top stories again. An estimated 5 million bank accounts have been deactivated across the country for non-compliance with the CBN directive to register for bank verification number, that's the BVN. Also, the Nigerian Stock Exchange is reviewing the delayed filings of Owando's PLC's full year 2014 and the half year 2015 results. Now, the Nigerian Breweries PLC has raised 17.7 billion through a commercial paper. Now, the new funds raised at an interest rate of 12.5% per annum was the fallout of the brewery giant's 100 billion naira commercial paper program established in 2015. Now, speaking more about that story, the transaction provides Nigerian breweries the ability to periodically access alternative debt funding at rates mirroring the money market and the treasury bill yields. Commercial paper helps in reducing overall funding costs and complements the company's other sources of working capital through fund diversification. Now, that's all we can take on the show today. Thank you for joining us on Business Nigeria. We'll be back tomorrow giving you market and economic update. Till then, keep doing business, Nigeria.